doing the EDC meeting first. Yeah. Because we didn't have a quorum, and Kurt has proposed that we go to an all-citizen board. I don't know that he's wanting to vote on it tonight or just discuss it tonight.
We'll have a discussion about it.
I know you have
some
pretty strong feelings about that.
What's the purpose of?
Because I was just telling them, we typically have our meetings here, right? And our council meetings. And sometimes those council meetings go 2 hours long. And then do it. And we get through this. And we're just like, okay, whatever. Like, it goes to the wayside. And so I feel like by doing that, it was randomized like that before. It was done successfully like that.
Second Monday or Tuesday of the month, and then y'all moved it to council night.
Like, why did it go back from an all, like, I'm struck my own curiosity, why did it go back from all citizen board to
It was
council?
prior, Tom's the only one here that probably can remember, and Mr. Bass, that it was prior to the time I got to be mayor, but it has a lot to do with people kept coming up. And I think it was maybe the director inspired a little bit. They wanted to, the citizens had voted to have this 70% of the money go to infrastructure for different projects here in town. And it kept coming up that they wanted to take that 70% and put it all into EDC. Is that right, Thomas?
Yeah, that's correct. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If we trying to appoint a board to do that, I'm 100% against it.
That's fine. So, and I would like,
Now, if you can show me different that
that's
board
just
not
what I
trying to,
asked.
that board not trying to get a board appointed to take that percentage money,
Sure.
then I might look at it.
I guess, so where did the say all be all of that? You know what I'm saying? If they come in and ask us for that, we say no. Simple as that. Like, I don't get.
Well, we kept saying no, they never could comprehend with it.
That's fine. You keep saying no, and they keep coming back and asking for it. That doesn't mean they get the money.
But on top of that, Kurt, it was voted on by the people. The people voted for that to be in place the way it's in place right now.
People what?
The citizens in town, everybody kept trying to misinterpret the way it was reading, trying to make it see something different.
That's fine. What I'm getting at is.
Roger, what was your take on that?
What you just said. The board, the voters voted for 70% of the funds for the improvement of the sewer plants. And they were trying to, at the time,
Hang on.
consumers.
Roger, remind me, the voters voted for 70% to go to improvements of our sewer plant.
The improvement of the sewer plant.
When was that vote and what was on the ballot? I want to see it said, hey, this is for improvements of the sewer plant.
What was the ballot on that? I can't remember.
There were-
Oh, I had to look it up.
I-
It's water and
30% for
yes, and
housing. And they had to do with parks.
parks, streets.
Deanna can probably tell us a lot more than me.
Okay, so I guess my question is though, so historically, you know, it's not going back and forth. I've heard this has happened before, but like it's the citizen board. It wasn't for a while. Then went back to the citizen board. It's gone back. Has it flip flopped like that over the years?
No, it ain't been that many times back and forth, no.
Okay, so I would like the citizen board compared to when it was just the council running.
I think it's a good idea to have a citizen board, but there's guidelines they have to go by.
So I think it's 9 million times for more money. We just
Yeah.
say no 9 million times and go about their way. Because that's our job, the council, we just say all be all.
But the only thing about it, Kurt, they was trying to make sure they picked a board that would justify their agenda.
That's the whole purpose of economic development in our city though, Thomas.
No,
Is to create a civilian board that has a vision for our city that wants to get on board
No,
and
not-
create
not-
jobs and bring people in.
what I'm saying to you, the board they was trying to put in place was a board that was gonna do what one or two people said, hey, let's do this. And it wasn't, it was trying to make sure to just stack the board, to make everything pass according to what they want done.
So how about we then, as the council, set the parameters of who comes on the board? And we set that and create that and screen and we do our own interviews and such, you know, like.
Kurt, you kind of have a practical problem though. The thing is, your EDC budget, like your entire revenue for the EDC is what, 750,000 a year? 70% of that goes to the city. So you end up with 200,000 a year for EDC.
Got it.
And then to get an actual EDC director, you're gonna spend $100,000 a year.
So you got.
So then
She can pay for it right now, right?
She's getting paid $25,000
I'm
a
at
year.
25.
So if you pay an EDC director what you need for that, then you're gonna have 100.
Store because, like, I love that. Get to it at least. Like, move the dates up. These chairs are because I've seen it. Because as we're going through it, I've heard it in your voices. Let's hurry up and get through this.
Oh,
You know. Like,
okay. Like my time.
Yep.
You know, talking about getting another board. What if we have two meetings, say, city council meeting,
That's what I'm saying.
On
The
Monday.
other day. Yeah.
and then Tuesday just for the EDC? I don't know if that's gonna fly either.
Sure.
But
But I think it would
that
give us at least more
Plan
ability. Well, I would like to see the stats though too. Like of the years that we had the civilian board or the all citizen board, you know, let's say it like however long that we've had it as a council. You know how many years has that been now, ish?
And that would.
5, 6,
that would
10.
What?
More than that.
Been over 10 years out there.
So let's say 10 years the council having it and 10 years the civilian board having it. Who brought more economic growth into our community?
The last person I had on the board was Ms. Hawkins. And I can't remember how long she been passed away.
Yeah. What that
And that's all I'm asking. Just look at the statistics. You know, look. Deanne, do you have the ability to do that?
I mean, I can dig through their old stuff if I even have access to the records and see what they did. I mean, I know just from working here, all the places since 2000 that they've given out to people. But, you know, just from memory, but yeah,
Quantifiable.
since Christy was here, but I couldn't tell you any of the ones that was done that there's no records of, because if you remember when Rita came, I think they lost all their records.
Well, Thompson,
I
they
don't know
done,
who they
they
funded.
So there's things.
done Thompson Lake.
Yeah, and they done the Caraway project and then Walmart, but the city used 70% of EDC money, if you remember. But it was supposed to have been paid for with operating funds. I remember that was a big deal, because it
We
was
was
on the
all there
books.
on Walmart, they had done that.
Right,
Yeah, Cowboy Autoplex.
yeah, that was,
I think they gave them 150,000. Gave Monica Brothers.
I think that a lot of the problems that arose were generated by the people that were the directors. Is that get their hands on the rest of the money?
Fair enough. I see what you're saying. Now I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
They can want in one hand and wish in the other. What I'm saying is maybe look at it that way. Or so Christy, was she an EDC? She was EDC director for the council's board. Is that how that worked? The council was on the board and Christy was the EDC director. So I think that's another thing that we do too. Solomon, like I don't know. Maybe we can find an EDC director for less than $100,000 a year. They have them the council board, so they can be the driving factor in the economic development. You know, I don't know.
Well, you do pay them less, but by the time you pay their insurance and their retirement and all that kind of stuff, that's how much it costs you.
you're gonna be around $55,000 job.
Okay, so I guess, is
Yeah.
that worth, is that economic
Well,
development
not-
of the community worth it?
You might not get one that Silsbee
We
for that
lost
price.
one for that.
Yeah, I think she made like 58.
Yeah, I think we lost her for that reason.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking, just have a conversation about it. I hear what you're
No,
saying.
I think it's a conversation worth having. I don't have a
But,
problem.
you know, in order to not be spinning our wheels, you know, I would vote to say, we just have, let's take it up more of our time, don't get me wrong. But have just say a EDC meeting.
It's different
by
out of the
itself.
way.
Yeah,
I'd appreciate that. You know, and
You
just.
don't want my real opinion.
I don't want your real opinion. But,
Well,
You want my real opinion?
so,
I didn't want to switch over to, when we took it over, I didn't want to. I had, Miss Hawkins was my board member,
yeah.
and she was a great one.
So then why not have?
I like
No, you missed, I'm just killing you.
Just say it.
Hey, I said it.
Because it's got people that want certain things and they don't want to argue with them.
When Miss Hawkins was there, I was okay with the board.
Right.
I just wasn't okay with these people trying to take over in the 70%. That was my issue.
It seems
Before
like
the
if we
board.
have a special call city council meeting every month, if we had a city council meeting and a EDC meeting on different nights, you could have the special call meeting on the night you have the EDC meeting.
It was that way. The EDC met the second Tuesday or the second Monday of every month. Then they would do their thing, and if it had to go before the council, if they gave funds out, it was on our next agenda. But for some reason, I guess because council didn't want to come out 2 different times, they moved it and voted to move the EDC meeting the same night as the council meeting. And I guess that's where the problem.
And I had a problem with that, but I got outvoted.
Fair enough. I think that we should go back to that, honestly. And people have problems with taking up our time. This is an elected position. Leadership is a burden. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Like if you can't handle 2 nights a month, then you probably shouldn't be sitting.
Now, the other thing that we got to do, if we're gonna sit there and try to put a board in place, and I've been saying this for quite a long time, we can't keep handing out money.
I'm okay with
Okay.
that. You know,
Now, what I've been trying to say for a long time is that if we give money to somebody that's trying to do something EDC, let's give them a loan and make them pay the money back. Therefore, we got revolving money coming.
I'm all on board with that too. You know, I mean, obviously, yeah, I'm on board.
I don't,
Because that's the way that's the way we progress in the city too.
I
We
agree
get,
with
we
that.
get paid money, and we get, make interest off that, and it's, that shows progression. You know?
I'm okay if you get to 0%. At least we get the money back.
I don't know if we even could make a motion on something tonight.
No, we can't. Not with it on the agenda.
No, I mean, it is on the agenda,
But it's something we need to think about before next time we have a meeting, and if somebody wants to make a motion on it.
Taylor, Bruce, what y'all think?
I'm all for if you want to go a different night to get this started. There's more of this conversation needs to be considered, but if moving to a different night helps the situation, I'm all for it.
Different night.
Yeah, let's try that first.
Sure. I make a motion, let's have the EDC meeting on a different night than the city council meeting.
It's not really on the agenda like that. Let's wait till the,
Do it on that next line item, number.
So this says discussion and possible action, right? That means I can absolutely make a motion, right?
discussion of possible action on moving to an all-citizen board. It doesn't say moving the
It's
night.
moved into. It's the same thing, man. It's umbrella to the same thing.
It's really not. I mean, but
Can you-
specificity on your agenda about what you're going
Let's
to.
put it on the agenda for.
Fair enough. Another month.
Well,
Next
I
month.
think we're gonna have.
And if we have a special call meeting, put it on that.
Okay, number,
If we have one, don't make it for this, though. You know, like.
number 8, I can add it on there.
Yeah,
Okay,
do it on.
So it would have to be a line item on the next agenda to change the date.
Mhm.
okay, item 8, discussion about items not on the agenda specifically limited to proposals that are subject to be placed on the agenda for a subsequent meeting. And that's what we've been talking about. Any others?
Hey, Kurt, do you want to do it the second Monday or the second Tuesday of the month?
Hey, that's
It's like they're hard for council members in the winter time with games and stuff, so y'all want to stick with
Wednesday
the
night.
Monday?
No, it's church. So
Y'all want to stick with the Monday?
Put on there the fact of trying to discuss how we're gonna disperse money if we do decide it.
well, this is just yeah, sure. This is just to move the board meeting. This isn't.
This,
We can put that in line item.
all that's gonna take place. We just gonna be EDC on
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Let's wait till we get to
Okay.
that part first. Okay, so the second Monday, then we have our city council meeting on the third Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what that's on put that on there.
All right.
Alright.
We don't have any reason for it. Does anybody have a reason for an executive session with the EDC board? Nope. Okay, is there, anybody got a motion or we can adjourn this meeting so we can move to the city council meeting?
Make a motion, we adjourn the Economic Development Committee.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? Okay. Now we can move on to the city council meeting. And for anybody that came in late, we've already done,
EDC.
pledge, and prayer, invocation, start. And, we need to have the roll call, will be our next item.
Councilmember Tina Holman,
Here.
Councilmember Paul Davis, Councilmember Bruce Case,
Here.
Mayor Danny Renault,
Here,
Councilmember Kurt, Thomas Tyler,
Yeah.
Councilmember Kurt Woodard,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem William Bass.
Here.
okay. We have a visitor tonight to speak, John Marlin.
I don't know if you can call me a visitor. But I'm John Marshall, 1360 Robinson Road. So I just actually come bearing good things tonight. I'm not going to say anything negative, believe it or not. First off, I want to thank Miss Deanne and Mr. Roger for always taking care of our events in the city. As you know, this next Saturday is the 6th annual Halloween Bash in downtown Silsbee. And I'm just coming here to formally invite all of our council. Come on out, have some barbecue, have some food, come hang out, maybe get you a little candy, make sure you bring your little pumpkin bucket, and come have a good time with us. There's gonna be music, all kinds of great stuff. Deanne, Roger, thank y'all for always helping me out with this, and I really appreciate y'all. So that's it.
Meeting tonight live, speak to it, they need to state their name and everything, because,
I got
okay, because they won't know who's here
Right.
on the television.
Yeah, that's why I said it. I said my name and my address
He did.
before I started.
Right.
Cool.
Okay, items to be considered. There's no other business. JA Engineering and Water and Sewer for water and sewer improvement projects for phase 1 and 3.
Did the minutes?
Okay,
You
what
did.
about
No.
the minutes
That's
of
not fine.
expenditures?
That's the wrong one.
Yeah, 4 and 5.
Yep, I picked up the wrong one, Glenn. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I got it right here. Okay.
I'm 4.
I'm sorry about
Chicken
that.
Mall on Facebook Live.
Yeah,
You're
live
running
too.
real good. Item 4, discussion and possible action on approving the expenditures for the month of October. City manager.
They're in front of you, in case you have any questions, nothing out of the ordinary. Except for, if you look on page 2, under water department, well, I guess this is out of the ordinary. But it's a one-time annual payment. You see where it says, Southside Bank, HVAC meter sliding, that's that $295,381.70. No, that was the first project you did with performance services for the meters. The second project was the SCADA, and that's the one you funded with the EDC funds. But this one you funded out of your operating funds. So that's why your water and sewer bills are a whole lot higher. than the
Now,
general.
I don't think.
If you look down at the bottom,
Then, I don't think we have.
you do, you
Yes.
just have it on a piece of white paper.
Piece of paper like it.
Okay.
Yes, page 3. You know, it has a grand total. It tells you the general fund 65,682, 69, and the water fund's 402, 212, 26. And the reason the water is so high is because of that one I just went over, the south side. That's that annual note that you're paying. And then if you look at page 3, you'll see right before the grand total, the residential garbage and the commercial garbage, which equals 67,000. So when you take that 295 and that 67,000, that's the bulk of that water sewer total of 402. But ordinarily, you won't see that 295 until again next October, because it's once a year.
How many more years we have to pay on that?
Oh, I'll have to look that one up. That one started in 2018, maybe. And it's 15, but not the EDC one that we're talking about. That was for the skater project, sewer improvements. This one here comes out of your basic operating, maintenance and operation account in the water and sewer. That's why it couldn't afford double for both of them. Because it already had this one.
Okay, do we have a motion on that?
I make a motion that we approve the spending expenditures for what, September 15th?
Second.
Okay, is there any discussion on it? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, now these are all items that we've already voted to do, and so now we're just voting to pay for them. Can I read the other three of them all together? And that one was so big, I
Well,
separated
you
it.
gotta
Five.
do Roman number
Gotta do the
5.
minutes. Got the minutes, you got.
Yep, we need to do number 5. Discussion and possible action on approving the minutes of the September 2, September 15th, and October 6th, 2025 meetings. City manager?
There's just 3 sets of minutes in there for y'all to approve. Because we met, twice in September, normally you approve those.
I'm out.
I second it.
We have a
Reading
motion
all these.
in a second. Is there any discussion on it? Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, the city manager's report.
Okay, same as EDC, you have a quarterly investment report for the city. Of course, it's a lot bigger. You have the water and sewer fund. For the third quarter, you made $2,131.41 worth of interest, and it has a balance in it of $198,785.76. The general fund made $15,645.80. And you have a balance in that account of $1,347,266.73. You have that way. You have the water sewer reserve fund, which made $3,358.57, and you have a balance of $312,830.87. You have a general fund reserve account. Interest made was $7,936.23, and it has a balance of $739,210.09, which made $1,017.52, and they have a balance of $94,777.68. That's it.
Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Second and 15.
All right,
Second and 15.
I couldn't hear.
now we're ready for item 7. We're gonna get down here to the consent agenda item.
15.
That was what I was talking about a while ago. The first item is like 2,712,000. 2,000 something. $2,712.09. Well, do you guys want to vote on all 4 of these at once, or do you want to do
It's
them?
already been paid for, valid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all 4 of them, okay. Discussion and possible action on approving invoice number 202534934 from LJA Engineering in the amount of $2,712.09 for engineering services rendered for the city of Silsbee GLO-CDR Critical Infrastructure Grant. Item 2, discussion and possible action on approving invoice number 202 City of Silsbee 2021 Sanitary Sewer Rehabilitation Project / SCADA. Item 3, discussion and possible.
Sorry, but
Yeah.
on number 3, at the end of it, when you get to the word where it starts GLO on the last sentence, that needs to say the same thing that the end of number 2 does. It should have said 2021 sanitary sewer.
Okay, we'll
So
try.
it words the same with the exception of leave the GLO off and call the ending of number 2 off. 2021 sanitary sewer rehabilitation project SCADA.
Okay, item 3. Discussion and possible action on approving pay request number 6 from Texas Pride Utilities LLC in the amount of $17,158.73 for work performed for the city of Silsbee 2024. Discussion and possible action on approving pay request number 7 from Gulf Coast Electric Company, Inc. in the amount of $39,507.48 for work performed for the city of Silsbee GLO-CDR Critical Infrastructure Grant for generators. Okay,
I make a motion, we approve consent agenda items 1 through 4.
Now, second.
Yes, sir, that number 4.
Yeah, we got that again.
Well, unless I have to look at pay request number 7 and see if it says final.
It's fine.
Well, it would have that written on it if it was.
Or what?
Let's see, who was it to? Gulf Coast? Texas Pride. Yeah, it would have it written on it if it was final. Gulf Coast. Okay, it says the work done was $796, total value $976, less retainage $97,000. So no, this is not final. This is just pay request number 7. It looks like you already paid 8 something. They're asking for 39 on this, so there's still gonna be a retainage that they get at the end. They haven't got it yet.
okay, we've had a motion, we've got a second, we've had discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Now then, we're going to new items, which we're going to either vote to do or not vote. Item 8, items to be considered. Discussion and possible action on resolution number 25-26, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Silsbee, Texas, approving the lease agreement between the City of Silsbee and Life Matters World Ministries, Inc. for the property located at 590 North 6th Street, Silsbee, Texas, and providing an effective date. Deanne, could you talk to that? And also, somebody has an add-on they handed to me tonight.
I did. Reverend Tyler, he gave it to me and he was unable to come tonight, but I think,
Hey, y'all asked him to be here, and he was at the doctor the other day, and doctor don't want him out right now. He did come up here today to get with Deanne for a little bit, but he couldn't actually walk.
but in the beginning, his request was, the contract, look, the first one that he had was 2 years. And it ended May 31st. So this one would have started June 1st. And he said he didn't move in until July. So his request to the council was if y'all would be willing to change the date to July. So what Solomon did is he just left it blank. That way y'all can say if you're gonna leave it in it or you're gonna change as well. That doesn't hold him liable for damages as it reads. I think you have it read to where he is liable, right?
Yeah.
Is the lease done up already? We've already done up the lease, right?
Yeah.
Just wants it, whatever date.
I think you need, what he's talking about, Kurt, is that some of the stuff in there is holding him responsible if he got to upgrade some of the stuff. The stuff is, this is a building that was an ideal building when he went in. And he shouldn't be bringing that building up for us.
I think you have to go to short, Thomas. I'll be honest with you. It's a leaser. It's different. It's not a renter.
What's different?
The leaser is responsible for the upkeep of the building. Like that building's old. We can't expect the city of Silsbee to upgrade a years old building that's been sitting there.
And nobody actually said to upgrade.
So, or not
He's
upgrade.
not actually said to upgrade.
So what's he asked?
What he's saying is that if it's something he don't damage, don't ask him to repair it.
Well, if it's damaged while he's the leasee or the leaser, I think.
If he get damaged, if it's something he damaged, he's okay to do that.
Yeah, okay.
If he damaged it. But if he ain't damaged it,
Yeah.
You know, he's not asking us to go back and do something.
The way it works right now, if the AC unit goes out, or there's some kind of electrical, or
He's the
anything
leaser.
goes wrong, that he's responsible. And
That's
he
correct.
says that he shouldn't have to be, that we should be
That's
responsible.
not how leasing works, though.
No,
As a leaser, you are responsible for the upkeep and the issues of your building. You take on that. That's
No.
what the difference is between a renter and a leaser. Am I right, Mr.
No.
Ross?
Commercial lease, the tenant's normally responsible for upkeep and repairs and upgrades. The building's just a building.
That's the whole
The
purpose of
shell.
the lease.
This is,
so
I understand we're not in a
the
triple net business, but in a triple net lease, you pay the taxes, you pay the repairs, you pay your upgrades. If Walgreens wants to blow out the wall and make their showroom bigger, it's all on them.
No, and I get something like that.
We're responsible for the shell. We're responsible for the roof, the exterior walls, the floor, the foundation, not the floor itself, but the foundation. I mean, that's how a commercial lease works.
And let's face it, we're giving that
Okay.
whole building to him for how much a month?
Okay. All right, if any of you walk in and say, okay, I want all these wires changed in this building, you said the renter should be responsible for that.
Yeah.
No, the leaser will be responsible for that, not the renter.
Not,
Difference.
and I don't know if it's the correct legal term, but the way Kurt explained it, I think is accurate. There's a difference between a commercial lease and a renter. He's not a renter. A landlord, residential landlord, I'm a residential landlord, I'm responsible for the building. But I've been involved in commercial leases where the leaseor pays for everything.
Okay, let me ask you something, though. If you think about it, if that's the case, most leases are, they're probably gonna get their building inspected before they lease it to somebody, you agree?
They could do that, be free will, that'd be at will.
And that stopped us from leasing it altogether. We could sell the thing and be rid of it. That's what should have
Well,
happened.
well, we can't worry about that now. When I approve the lease, we just gotta finish this lease up and in that term. If that's what we at, then that's what y'all need to do.
And hey, I wouldn't have a problem with, if he wanted to inspect that building and say, man, you know, I just don't think this is a good deal for me, I want out of my lease.
Yeah.
I think we'd let him out. But for the numbers I'm seeing here, it's not a good deal for the city.
It's not.
This addendum wants to pay $500 annually. Pay,
Which was a mistake, $100.
I
Yeah, I understand it's
don't
$500 a year.
understand. Y'all confused me.
Hold on just a minute. Deanne, would you address that, because this,
This was we was gonna change it. Council said $500 a month. Okay, so council voted on that. It's in the minutes. The dollar to 500, but the one annual payment wording was still there. But Solomon and I both caught it and it got
It's
fixed.
all this fixed.
And so he knows that, but I
Right.
did see that he wrote that on that paper.
So even though,
He's not asking for the group to stay at that 500 a year. That's not what he's asking for. He's okay with the 500 a month. He's not asking us to change that, 500 annually.
But, and I couldn't, or as the leasing, but I couldn't do that because, you know, without y'all's approval. And Solomon couldn't either.
But to me, it just puts us all in a bad spot of the $500 is still a pretty good deal for that building.
100%.
And I'd
Especially
ask,
in the last 2 years, you only paid $1.
well, and I think that, you know, and I wasn't here, but I'm thinking that was all done for a good reason and a
Sure.
good cause. And I don't have a problem with it, but I don't know how long you can continue that.
My
Well,
issue is,
you're not gonna continue. It's gonna end at the end of this lease coming up.
that's another year.
But at the
from now.
same time, no, it's not a year.
Literally just
Well, it,
renewed it in May.
the way we reading it, it'll go into effect June 1st, but he wants you to change it to July instead of June.
That's another thing too. Like if I go to rent an apartment or I lease a building, that lease is the date and lease. I don't care if you move in 6 months from now. You can't go back and change that. That's
I
what
mean, the bottom line is, and you know, I'm just talking from personal experience, is what we done, we took it off the market June 1st. Wasn't available to us because
Right.
we made it available for him. And to me, that's a tight point.
I don't want to like,
Now-
see anybody over here, right? But I mean,
Now,
the
you
past
know,
2 years, you only paid $1 for
But
it. So
the
if
thing-
you come at us and ask us to, hey, I don't want to take care of the maintenance for this, man, you've only been paying $1 for this building for the last 2 years. Like, that's too much to ask for him to keep the maintenance up for it? Like,
do y'all realize how many citizens around town been benefiting from him being over there?
no doubt, I do. I've worked in that building before. I've helped Ms. Banks before for that building. When stored toys for tots there, and done the can drives there, like, I do know. But if it's not helping our citizens in our city, out, then, I mean, I understand it's helping that out. There has to be other places around town that we can store places like, stuff like that, and do things like that, instead of that building. Because let's face it, that building is nothing but a cesspool for us right now.
What?
It has been for a long time.
Do we have a triple net lease or we have a gross? What kind of lease we have?
Well, I mean, we don't pay taxes on that building, so it's sort of triple net. I mean, he pays the electricity. We asked him to pay insurance. I don't know if he's producing an insurance certificate or not. There's no taxes, so insurance, I don't know if he produces insurance or not.
So we're triple net.
It's technically triple net.
So does the city provide insurance on that building in lieu of whatever he's doing?
We have it insured. We're paying insurance on it.
We just need to get rid of this building.
I absolutely agree.
Well, it's like I said before, hey, I mean, he almost left in half that term, and once it's over with, we need to put it for sale. Once he completes his term out, either he buys it or somebody else buys it.
I'm good with that, but I'm not good with saying that we're gonna take on the maintenance, man. Like, I can't, that's just.
How about this?
So that's,
How about this?
this is like you telling us that you don't wanna raise prices on the water bill, but you don't wanna raise prices on the water bill, but you want the citizens of Silsbee to take care of the maintenance on that building.
No, I didn't tell you that.
I mean, that's essentially what you're saying.
What I'm telling you, is like he told you. He okay to take care of the building or something, he go in there and he damn. He damaged something, he okay to fix it. He ain't asking nobody to fix that for him. He said if that's something that I go in there and do, I'll go in there and damn it, I'm good to fix it.
So,
Do we have inspected it? If it's not, you don't want it, then we can, just like
Mr.
Mr.
Solomon,
Craig said.
is it any realm of reasonable or possibility that we say, okay, he's not responsible if because I've been involved with, they had a slab leak on the water line. And, that's an expensive thing when that happens. If old buildings like that happens. So can it happen again? The rest of the water lines are underneath, air conditioning units, whatever. But my question is leading up to, is it a realm of possibility to say, okay, problem happens between now and the end of this term of this lease, this year, the rest of this year, a major problem arises. He brings it to the city. The city says, look, it's major for us too, because we're responsible for paying the bills and we're trying to come up with money to fix the sewer plants and all the things that we're working on. And we go, okay, neither one of us can fix it, so we'll terminate your lease now. And then he can move out.
He can move
If
back.
something happens, we won't hold him accountable for
Right.
fixing the air
I think
conditioner,
Right.
but he could move
We
out,
paid for that
Right.
leak on that busted line.
man.
The city paid for that.
Well, that's behind us, but I'm saying this in the essence of what might happen next.
Right.
If we come across a catastrophic thing, not his fault, he didn't,
I agree
it's
with
not
that.
our
Yeah.
fault, we
I
don't
agree
know
with
it.
that.
And then we just go, hey, look, we've got this deal that may be a deal breaker, and is it reasonable to just say we'll let it break the deal? And at that point, the city can get their building back and figure out what to do with it.
So what's the threshold on that? I mean, because I see where you're going, and I mean, I can absolutely do that, but I see immediately what the problem is with that is, okay, so I put that language in there and the air conditioner breaks tomorrow. Is that a deal breaker on the lease?
For him, it could be.
Well, I would-
Is it any repair, or is there
I think-
a dollar threshold, or is it?
Fair question.
I think
And
it's-
where I was gonna ask too, he used the whole building.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. I don't
And
know.
that's another thing too.
I mean, I just know
He's
maybe he might be
he's not subrenting that, is he?
He says he does.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying. Okay, good. So, yeah, so
I
what I was
mean-
gonna say is, like, all these entities,
Like they held him to where he couldn't do it. If he could have done it, he could have been responsible for paying some of the stuff he said. They told him he could not subcontract that building down.
well, yeah, because he's only paying $1 a year for it. Why don't we let him subcontract it out and make a good bit of money? Like, that's,
Well, they wouldn't let it.
do
They
what?
said he couldn't subcontract.
That's what I'm
like that.
saying, he should be able to. Like,
But if he.
So what is how to solve it? What he suggested, how to solve it?
I mean,
because you wanna get it fixed, so that's time to draw the line.
Well-
I think Wayne worked
Well,
for.
But that's, I mean, I think that's a city decision, not his decision.
Well, again, that's what I'm saying. If AC breaks and he brings it to the city and says, AC guy wants this much money,
Any major, repairs, anything for air conditioning, wiring, we're not responsible for the repairing. We can we do that?
I think.
Then that way-
But I think then, I mean, again, you have, so, and I'm gonna play the advocate for Mr. Tyler's part here is, if that leaves the city with a brilliant out on this contract, because we can just, when he comes to us with a $300 toilet repair and says, hey, the toilet doesn't work.
Well, see, I thought I was hearing where Tina was going to say, hey, anything over $1,000, we'll talk about. Anything under 1,000 is yours.
A lot of money for him to, if he don't, he don't. That's just, there's no need to draw this out. I mean, this is,
How much you say, Tina?
it's everybody's decision. How much y'all
What we're
want?
trying to do is come up with a definition of what,
Honestly, because the city should not be paying
So,
for anything in this building, in my opinion.
How much did you pay for the wiring then?
Ma'am?
How much was the wiring? What, not wiring, what did y'all,
How
what
much have we
is?
spent for
Yeah,
that? Well, we've spent more than we're making a year from him, because we only get $6,000 a year from him.
No, for that repair that you just recently
Well, we've
done.
already spent that much between the insurance and that plumbing.
that plumbing thing is $3,000-$4,000, I remember.
Roof repairs. Yeah, so we've already exceeded
Everything
the
costs
amount that
So,
we're gonna collect.
which-
You're talking about, forget what charges we already have.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. No, we're talking about
Yeah.
going forward. Going forward.
Just speaking up for him, and we probably had to fix that if we ever want to sell the building, you know? I mean, that's not.
Sure.
If not for lease again, it's for sale.
Just, yeah, make sure you.
So are y'all gonna go from June 1 or July?
I've been trying to sell this building for 5 years.
Was it in July or was it in June?
It was in June.
Ended May 31st. And so I told him, and so did Solomon, because you were in the building in the month of June. We can't tell you that you can just skip June's rent. Council's gonna have to tell us to do that. Because he wanted it to start at the moment he signed it, which was July the 21st. But I told him I'd have to get council's approval for that.
Well, if he's been there for 2 years, how can he?
When he signed the lease?
July?
Man,
When did he sign the lease?
he signed the lease. Well, I can't tell you what day he wrote his name.
But was it in July or
But
was it
he
in June?
said that effective, I think in that piece of paper, it says effective July the 21st. But that's because council, we didn't have it on the agenda because he wasn't gonna be able to come to June. So we put it on the July's council meeting. And that's why the resolution was dated in July. But that resolution is actually not any good because we're having to redo one because we never got it signed. Both parties never agreed to sign it.
The lease is not valid until his signature's on it, so you didn't sign it to
He
July.
signed it, but
So
I
it's
never did. And the
yeah,
reason
so
I
it's
wouldn't
still
sign it is
signature.
because-
That's all that counts.
Yeah.
Now that
Actually, the
others,
date it's effective is what counts. He can sign it 6 months from now, but you signed it for an effective date of 6 months ago.
What do
Well-
you want the effective date to be? That's the question.
It should be June 1st.
June 1st.
Because
Okay.
No, he's talking about when he first.
I think maybe, yeah, he
You
was
missed
talking
okay.
about when we first did
Yeah.
the 2-year lease from, June 1st. He says he had it inspected and he didn't move in till July.
So he's talking about at least a whole year prior?
No,
2 years.
no, he was talking about a month.
You're saying
We're talking
that
about
month
this-
didn't matter for $1 a year, the month matters at $500 a month.
Of course, yeah.
That's what we're saying.
yeah.
But, you know, and I don't know the benevolent effect of this. I honestly don't know. I've not been through there. So if we're doing this to help the city and when we need to know what that is. And is there other nonprofits that could benefit from the use of this building?
Well,
at the same
when he presented it to us in May, I don't remember if you were here or not,
I
okay? He had a list of all the nonprofits that work out of there. And I personally worked out of there, a few different nonprofits.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to,
So I'm not trying to
belittle the
discredit
use
there
of
when it comes to who
I
works
don't
there. I know
have,
that-
I don't have a problem with the 30 days, whatever, it's not a big deal with me. I just wanna make sure we sell it, cause I've been chewed out more about this building.
I agree. I'm
Yeah.
with that, man.
You,
Yes, sir.
well, we whooping a dead ass horse again and we spinning a tire. June, who cares? It's gone. July is where we're gonna start. Next June, and then the $1,000 maximum is where we're gonna go starting today.
Is that a motion?
That's the facts.
No, is this a motion?
Yes,
Okay.
put it down, folks,
So
I
you're
don't
gonna
read
get
that.
it June.
Okay, then we have,
Starting July for when his agreement started. That's one part. The,
For
July for
sure.
the start.
Here.
$1,000 maximum is where we gonna go for repair. Anything over $1,000 is not gonna be on us. If they wanna meet that, that's fine.
Other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my motion. Second.
I'll second.
okay, could you state it softly? So we know what-
The effective date of the
July.
contract is going to be July 1st, 2025. So the termination date of the contract will be June 30th, 2026. And we're going to amend the repair responsibilities in the contract to state that the tenant is responsible for all repairs of the building up to $1,000, and the landlord is responsible for all repairs of the building above $1,000. But the landlord has an option to terminate the lease if
the tenant requests to repair over
if
$1,000.
it doesn't wish to repair any, over
Don't put in there that we have the option. That's what I'm getting at. Like, say, we won't. We don't give us and say, hey, if the city's, you're saying it's our prerogative. We can vote on it if we want to or not.
I don't agree with that. It ought to be at the city's discretion of how big it is.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, I get you.
We may have to, I mean, it might be something that we have to repair anyway, Kurt.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
probably
whole-
going
Cause they
to.
could at least sell the
If
building.
the unit goes out, it's gonna probably be more than $1,000.
Anything so big. But my
You
point
get more tearing that thing down, selling commercial property than you would anything.
But is that's basically your motion, Mr. Bass?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
we pay up to $1,000, anything over.
Yeah.
Is that the
So
deal?
we pay anything over $1,000. No, we will pay over $1,000 if we decide to, otherwise we can terminate the lease.
I don't.
But he's responsible for all repairs up
Yes.
to $1,000.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. We would pay- I thought y'all said we would pay $1,000 more. We'd pay up to 1,000.
No.
He does 1,000 below.
Okay.
It's above that. It comes to us and we have the decision to pay.
What we're trying to say is that the minor day-to-day stuff's on him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And the major
he
stuff-
agrees to that.
Well, and the major stuff is at our option.
Mhm.
Can we also set an aggregate limit? So like if we get to $1,000 or $5,000 worth of repairs,
Motion and second.
We've got a motion.
And second.
Now, is your second good for what he's saying?
Yes.
All right,
So it goes into effect July 1st.
Mhm.
Yeah, perfect.
okay,
And I'm not voting.
okay. I don't blame you, I wouldn't either. Okay, is there any other discussion on it? Tina, did you want to? Okay.
So all for
I'm sustained from voting.
one abstain.
You couldn't win on that. Okay.
that's not an actual conflict.
All right, let's go to number 2. Let's move on.
Okay, discussion and possible action on resolution number 25-29, a resolution of the city council of the city of Silsbee, Texas, approving a master service agreement between the city of Silsbee, Texas and Badger Meter Inc. for the use of web-based water end user service portal and data hosting service. City manager, could you talk to us about that?
Okay, if you look at your agreement that's in there, it's resolution number 2529. We're locking in a fee that's lower than the rate they're gonna charge us if we don't do this. It's, currently it's 92 cents a meter. But we can lock in, if we sign this, it's 89 cents a meter. And you know, we have 3,400 meters.
They locked in at what, man?
89 cents versus 92 cents per meter, because that, it reads it and it goes out and to the cloud and goes out to her computer machine, and it's per meter.
But this isn't just for the meters, this is also for the web portal. This,
So, the pay portal,
yeah, this is the agreement for the portal and the meters. It's more for the portal actually, but it's
Now, let me ask you,
so why can't, so my question is, so is there a way, this kind of broke into this, can this company also send out our water bills for us electronically?
This company?
Yeah, yeah,
No, they don't. We do it ourselves.
well, we don't send it out electronically, is what I'm saying. Like, is there a way that?
They're going to be. They're gonna be online and then also through the mail as well.
Right, I mean, people should have the option to opt in.
Yeah,
if they
we're
want.
working on that right now. They supposed to have it done in July. For whatever reason, they're not through with it yet, but they've been
Who's
working on it.
that?
The credit card people, and I think it's Chase Bank, JP Morgan, Chase Bank. I guess maybe they were having.
So have we looked
issues back
into
and
if there's
forth.
a company that can do everything this company can and that all at once? Does it rope it all in together instead of having to pay two different entities?
Well, but it's different services. Our software people, which is Tyler Technology, is the one that is integrated with the water bills. This is it the Badger meter side of it, with this is in the utilities of something that Badger Meter Company
That's what I'm
installs
saying, they
it.
should be able to read our meter, right? They should, there's
But
companies.
they don't have
sure.
anything to do with our billing.
So listen, but it's a way, it all backs up. They've already got what our rates are and stuff like that in their system. And so their meter goes by, they read it, boom, generate a bill, and it's in the city. And then they're print off, send off, or send an email to the customer. So that's what I'm getting at, like, how much are we paying to JP Morgan or whoever do these electronic ones? We can rope one company in together, pay one bill.
Would, Deanna, do you have a you're the city manager, do you have a recommendation on this thing? Cause I tried to read it and it was over my head.
Well, I mean, why would you wanna pay 92 cents if you can pay 89? We can lock into the 89 instead of 92 cents a meter. And that's what they went up and they're raising it to 94 cents. And we were paying 89 in the beginning when we first changed over to these meters. And now they're fixing to charge us 94 cents.
you know, I'm still listening for you to say one thing I hadn't heard yet. Where's the warranty on these meters?
this isn't the meters. This is
It's just a service to read
This
them.
is just the
That
portal.
had to do with the actual physics.
This is just, yeah,
The
this is the
reason they're free.
connection.
That's what I'm saying. They read
This
the
is-
meter electronically, it's 89 cents per meter.
Okay, just saying. Okay, Solomon, would you put that in words we can understand it?
So this is the website. This is a contract for the website that allows your water system users to.
This is for the city employee to drive out there and read that meeting.
The whole,
No.
that too. That's
Well, Dan, can you explain it? Cause you the one, run the show. Can you explain it?
I mean, I'm not understanding.
The system was set up, this Badger meters, these meters, to where there's it reads it and it goes through a cloud and it goes electronic and
Reads the
stuff.
usage.
Okay, and then Ethel pushes this button and it picks it up.
Same people. Cause when Kurt asked that question, she said no.
Your
On
end
what?
user can get on there. Your water user
Are
can
you
get
hearing
on.
Solomon?
When you say.
Y'all talk to each other now, y'all confer.
I'm saying, it impacts the customer.
Cause they're not saying the same thing.
Mm.
Well, they can go online and they can look at their water bills.
Just saying.
They can't pay it?
But this is,
This is totally separate. This is,
Yeah, this is totally
this
separate.
system reads the meter for us and sends a reading to
And it
us.
charged you, when we first did this contract, 80-something cents for every meter it read. It has nothing to do with our encode software that actually does the billing.
Gotcha.
So what does
Can I-
the portal do then? So what does the end user portal do for the customer? What's the point in it? Why are we paying $89 or 89 cents a meter if all a guy or a person can do is go in there and see what they're
But that
wanting?
isn't all they can do. Y'all asked me to set up to where they could go online, they could pay their bill, and when we get through with this final setup, it has nothing to do with this 89 cents though. They will also be able to, actually view their whole bill online,
Can I ask
and
you a
they'll be able to
question,
pay electronic as well.
Okay, Bruce, go ahead.
Question of 89 cents to lock us in instead of going up to 94 is because they don't want us doing business with somebody else. So my question is there anybody else in this market that can do this same service?
Yes.
Could
And
meters-
not only that.
And if we
they
gone
can
out
use
for
where our bill's
pricing,
gonna be
or are
electronic,
we locking
and
ourselves
you
in
go out
before
and-
that guy gets to make his presentation? There may be a guy who can do it for 75 cents a meter, and we ain't talked to him yet.
Or there may be a person that could do it for 94 cents a meter, but also be able to send our bill
So
out.
that's the base question. If it's a sole source and they're the only guy, I don't think they'd go down on it.
You paying,
Yeah.
you paying the company that you're going to do the electronic billing for.
Well, but I don't think they're gonna electronic bills. She actually buys the bills and she runs them herself and does it. And then you can, the way this system's gonna be set up is it's gonna be online for you to go out. In case you said you didn't get your bill, you can electronically see it online.
See,
What I think they're trying to say is why we can't have a complete system that does everything.
Correct.
That does the reading, does the,
But all these people aren't connected with each other. We'd have to.
you have to search for that vendor to do all the things.
Yeah, but I know Badger Meter had to get with Encode in the beginning when we changed over to these new meters, which Encode is our software people, which is Tyler Technology. So I know they were all connected, at some point in time.
So
So Tyler hired Badger? Who hired Badger? The ones that you paying 89
That's
cents?
where our meters are, Badgers.
That's what
Well,
they,
that's the
That's what
type
the
of
city,
meters.
that's what the city bought when they did the
You
expansion.
talking about the 3,300 meter?
Do what now?
You need the 3,300 or the other one we went back and got? Which meters do we got from Badger?
Badger, we have the Badger meters,
How many do we have?
3,400 of them.
These people that came out and set the meters up there.
That's it, same people.
Huh?
Well,
That's the same
this is
people.
not the name of their company. That was Performance Service. That was who did the financing of it.
What I'm telling you right now, Deanne.
Badger, they're
I
Badger.
think we're just going around in circles.
I never get
And
my-
I think they really want, what they're wanting is something, a complete system where it does everything. Does the software, does the reading, does the online, and there's somebody out there can do all of that. We just need to find out if that's what they're wanting. Instead of all the different entities that we're paying for different services, instead of just getting one that does it all. That's what Curtis talking about.
Yeah, but you were already paying,
Thing with what.
Yes and
what
no.
company Do all together.
we don't pay,
This is hard to understand.
we don't pay the merchants.
Talk.
The merchant cost,
Okay?
the merchant cost curve was passed on to the consumer.
Yes.
So JP Morgan will be paid by the citizens, not us.
So we're the city's not making anything off that, right? So why put that on the citizens?
Well, because we were paying over $100,000 just to do the water
So
bill.
why not look for somebody else to do it?
Well, because,
What, that's insanity.
but you're talking about credit card fees. That's still not gonna get you out of the credit card fees
How many people have you talked to, Dean? How many bids have you put out for this?
for a credit card
No,
fee.
for a company that can do the whole, how much research?
Nobody asked us to do that, so we didn't do it. This is just Badger Meter is currently charging us 89 cents. It was
Okay.
brought before the council approved it.
Thank you.
Okay, Bruce?
I would like to rephrase my question and wait for the answer. I understand the discussion and appreciate the discussion that there is appetite for a system that not only reads the meter at the customer's house, but also uploads it to the cloud, gives the customer availability to see it, but also then gives the person the ability to pay it online. I understand there's appetite for that, but to the motion at hand. The motion at hand is, do we approve a locked-in contract for a company that is only gonna read the customer's meter, upload it to the cloud and give us the ability to see it, but not to pay it. Am I correct? I got a question. If I'm correct. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, and I'll start over.
Right.
So my question now, based on my assumption that we've got a resolution in front of us to approve reading the customer's meter, uploading the cloud, and giving us the ability to read it or to see it only. Is there another company out there that can interface with the Badger meters that we currently have? And have we solicited them to find out if this is a competitive bid price or not?
We have to research that. I don't know.
And so the answer to that question is no. And so based on that, I move we table this until our management at the city can further their investigation.
All right,
But you're
second.
still gonna be charged 92 cents for every meter.
Does this
Until-
have a deadline?
If I may. there's
Okay,
a
Solomon,
termination-
go ahead.
There's a termination for convenience clause in this contract. So with 60-day notice, you can get out of this contract. So,
And I'd also like to say, I appreciate the fact that this came to us as, hey, we're gonna save 3 cents a meter when we read them. But what we're questioning is, did we really consider the whole scenario before we decided to sign on to this? And if signing on to this and we can terminate it, if we don't forget, we need to finish looking at the rest of this. Okay.
Mr. Solomon, are you saying that if we are unhappy with this program, that we can get out with 60-day notice?
yes.
That matters.
So when does this have to be due by, and why is it coming to us? If it's now, it has to be due now. I don't get why it's coming to us last minute to put us in a hard place, to make us have to make a choice to either raise it or not, when the due diligence has not been done, but do it the most efficient way.
Because I got it from the utility clerk about 2 weeks ago to go on this.
And you're the city manager, correct? And you have the ability to say, hey, utility clerk, this is the day you give this to me and not 2 weeks prior. Like that's, I'm
I
not
mean,
trying
it's
to.
not
I'm not
something
trying to
they're
The
disagree.
thing is, you guys got to blow these things out of proportion. In all honesty,
No,
like you're talking about $3,300 a year.
No. Point of order.
Hold on.
Point of order.
Hit that
I'm sorry,
back.
sir, we're talking $3,300 a month. 92 cents times 3,300 is gonna come up to somewhere around $3,000, isn't it?
But it's something you already have in place.
I get it. I guess my theme here is we never look for a way to save any money. We just look for a way to collect more money to pay what we put up here.
Supposed to save.
Well,
They were
I
gonna-
get that part. I'm talking about the bigger picture part of it,
Oh.
thoroughness of it.
But I mean, the thing is when you constantly, I mean, you guys, Deanne has a whole lot to do. Deanne is busy.
That's the
all
city
the
manager's
time.
job. No offense, Solomon.
Right,
That's the
I
city manager's
know,
job.
but what I'm saying is like, you constantly give her new things to do. Deanne has a ton to do already, and you guys micromanaging her and getting involved and doing more than what the city council is supposed to be doing.
Find the most efficient way to run this city is not called micromanaging.
No.
It's called 2025, and there's technology out there
Read
that
what you're
saves our
supposed,
citizens
read
money.
the city charter and what you're supposed to do, Kurt.
Okay.
Read what you're supposed to do as the city
And
council.
honestly, Mr. Lawyer, read what you're supposed to do and
I
not.
am.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I was going, that's where I went to a while ago when I was asking city manager, did she have a recommendation on this? 'Cause if she
I don't
rec-
mind doing what Kurt asked me to do, and I should do that. They were fixing to charge us 94 cents, and we're currently paying 92 cents. We started out paying 89. They moved it up to 92, and they would lock it in to this lower price to where we would go back to the 89 cents, which is what we started at. And I was just trying to save the difference between 89 and 94. And nobody thought about the fact of changing the whole system to what Kurt's talking about.
Oh.
But that is something we can find out if all this can be tied in together. But this was strictly a cost that they charged us to read the meter. That was all it was for. It's a meter read cost. And
Okay,
it had nothing to do with our billing at the time. Now, if
Okay.
you wanna tie it all in together, I'll try my best to see what I can do if y'all want to.
Respectfully.
Wait a minute,
My
wait.
time, my time.
Yeah, go ahead, William.
Do we have a time limit on this?
I mean, it doesn't say, it just
But,
says,
okay.
well, they said it needs signed by November 1st.
Okay, moving forward. And that'll give her time, choice, brother, right?
Right?
That's what we today.
60 days.
So, right now, we need to act on where we at. This 89 cents, it's like I said, it ain't the 3 cents, but it's 3 cents.
Are you making a motion?
I guess I have.
No.
There's a motion on the table right now. Mr. K made a motion, so.
November 1st. You said
Well, I-
table
I-
it,
Signing Kurt, it's just gonna be
92.
2 more cents.
94 cents, so it's only a couple more cents till you get it figured out if you don't wanna sign it.
Let me ask, when did they give you the notice you saying, by the first of
I don't
November?
know, it was after the last meeting, I mean, do you know what day she brought it to me, Roger? I don't remember.
Because if we not getting our notifications in enough days from these companies, we shouldn't be just jumping through the hoop.
If somebody
Just 'cause they
brings
give
me
us something.
something, I put it in the next meeting folder. If I see it's something that's an emergency, you know, that's gonna shut us down, we have a special call meeting. Other than that, I put it in the next folder.
Mhm.
So she brought it to
We
me
should take the
sometime in
discount
September.
though. Should take the discount and then we can work on, she can work on getting something else in place.
Or if y'all don't wanna approve it, just pay the 94 cents.
Let's just
Yeah.
approve
I don't want-
the resolution or whatever it is.
But in the meanwhile, you're gonna be looking for somebody else to,
Yeah, I wanna see
Yeah,
if,
give us time to
if this Badger meter can tie into our billing electronically like he's talking about.
I make a motion to approve the Badger discount, meter discount of,
Well, I think that's the same motion that William was making,
I
right?
thought Bruce made a motion.
Well, Bruce, but
He
he
was
was saying
saying
the
it.
motion, did you?
Oh,
Whatever y'all think best. I'll either rescind it or you can amend it.
okay, you can amend, rescind and amend.
I rescind my original motion and I move that we approve resolution 25-29 as written.
There you go. And I second it.
I
Okay,
mean,
great.
you probably should have had the fact of them doing their searching and then get back with us on it. Some other timeline.
Mhm.
There again, that addresses Mr. Solomon's micromanagement conversation. And my rebuttal to that is, I would appreciate when these are brought before us, if who's ever bringing it before us will say, we've done our due diligence, we've investigated this, and it's my recommendation to move forward with this as presented. And, you know, that way we might have the confidence that it's been considered. The questions, Mr. Solomon, are coming from the indecisiveness of the answers from me. The questions from me come from the indecisiveness I hear when I hear answers. The question, I'm trying to help with it.
But that's not micromanagement.
Respectfully, if it comes before this board, Solomon, we can blow anything we want to out of proportion, man. I mean, that's the truth. And from your seat, you don't have justification to tell us that, brother.
Oh, I absolutely
You know,
do. But, I mean,
Okay. All right, we've had discussion. And, we're ready to vote. So all in favor of approving that motion, say aye. Opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Okay, item 3, discussion and possible action on resolution number 25-30. A resolution of the City Council of the City of Silsbee, Texas, approving the execution of a municipal maintenance agreement between the state of Texas to the Department of Transportation and the City of Silsbee. And,
I think Solomon had reached out to them and they wanted to wait till November.
yeah, I spoke, so they sent Deanne an email. The Department of Transportation sent Deanne an email asking what was going on with the municipal maintenance agreement that they sent, what was that, a year ago? And you voted it down. And I got the email from Deanne and I responded to them that unless they came to the board meeting, there was no chance that the council was going to sign that. And there was, probably they needed to be here. And so they said they couldn't make it to this one, but they would like to talk to you at the next one. So they said that they would be here in November.
Good.
Well, you know, my understanding, there's some other things that they have put out again, ordering the cities to do. And I got a,
Brought it before the council 2 or 3 times and y'all never got the city limits and y'all said absolutely not, we're not gonna do nothing. So we didn't do anything. And then I think they sent you the email
Yes, I
and
think
you
you
sent it
did.
to me.
Did I send it to you?
And I sent it to Solomon because
Okay.
So if y'all don't mind, can y'all enlighten us on what did we agree to before? We
well, in the
wouldn't have any,
past, tech stop maintenance, the culverts and the ditches and everything going down the main highways and was supposed to mow. And I think in this new one, Thomas, you can correct me if I'm wrong, the one we brought before y'all before, they wanted us to start maintaining the culverts and doing all the mowing and everything ourselves on the state highways.
on the state highway, that we had to travel, doing the maintenance work on the highway. They want the city still to do it.
Yeah, I think.
In this agreement, most of it is signage. We're not responsible for any signage anymore. It has to be a breakaway pole. We don't have breakaway poles. There is mowing and litter.
That was a situation, Bruce.
There's a performance. We have to perform ice and snow control.
Did we do that?
We have to do that, yes, on the non-controllable areas. Also, one of the things that we don't do, and Sean doesn't do, I can't see why we would do it, would be the city should enforce the state law governing the movement of loads exceeding the legal limit, weight, length, height, and width described in chapter 621, 622, 623 in the transportation code.
Like oversized loads and stuff?
We don't have that, we don't have a department in our.
What is it?
That's what I heard they was.
Enforce it and have an ordinance to enforce that law.
that we can't have those loads?
Right now, we don't have a.
Oh, they come
We
through.
don't have way to weigh a truck or anything else.
So you're talking about enforce the code.
Enforce those laws.
Because we're in a direct path for the wide load stuff. It comes through here on a regular basis.
327 specifically.
Now they're permitted, I'm sure.
That's when they gonna, I need to know if they gonna, let the chief police try to, hire another couple people up on the city.
But in that situation,
I don't know. I
you know, don't get me wrong, I don't have a clue. Mine's a question.
No, that's,
Well, your question, trust me, you won't get that one.
Yeah.
They say test dog, trust me, you won't get none of it.
Okay, well, why in the hell we gotta, enforce it then?
Hey, you know, recently, I don't know, this year I started getting a lot of emails like this that I don't have any knowledge of, so I've been sending them to Deanne or to Roger, or I think I even sent one to Sean the other day about something that, because they're the people who are supposed to take care of this stuff. They don't have some knowledge of what's going on, you know? And that's kind of the way this deal works.
Yeah, it's we in any kind of violation by us not enforcing this.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know it was sent to y'all
Well, Deanne won't be.
Last year?
Solomon have to answer that.
and council pretty much told me and Solomon, y'all weren't doing anything. Y'all wanted to ignore it. And so we just left it alone and dropped it. We didn't do anything. And they kept asking, why come we hadn't signed it? Well, we didn't know what to say to them. We didn't respond. And then now they sent this one to the mayor.
We've been asking somebody to come here for quite a while.
tell me do nothing until someone comes up. I say we table this until we get a rep from Tech Dot and go up here.
Well, they're supposed to be coming. We didn't know, we had already did the agenda before they said they couldn't come.
I say we
Table it till the next meeting?
I make a motion to table this until the next meeting. So we get a representative of Tech Dot.
Same line.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Mr. Solomon, could you explain to us what's the ramifications of this? I mean, what I'm understanding, I haven't read it all. So if I'm on ditches and the enforcement of the weights and measures and all of that to the city.
Yeah.
So they're gonna push that out, take that out of their budget and expect us to cover it. If we choose not to do it, what's the ramification?
Obligations to us.
Well, I can tell you right now, I ain't going with it. I can tell you that. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. I ain't going with it.
Yeah, I mean, not all of it's gonna be our obligation, and the thing is we have a valid MMA with them right now, it's just not to their liking. The one that we have is very old, I don't remember what year it was signed, but it was signed a long time. And they're not complying with the one that we have. I mean, what is it that they're not doing that you always get upset about, Thomas? Aren't they supposed to be mowing some medians or something like
They
that?
supposed to be more all the mediums now. I want the city to take their responsibility. And all that stuff on these main roads, they gotta take care of. Cleaning those drainage out on the main highway like on 320.
And so,
I
I mean,
won't.
the way I look at it is by negotiating one of these agreements with them and actually sitting down and talking with them, we might be able to get some of that out of them. I mean, we're not gonna get all of it by any means. We're probably not even gonna get much.
I think we need to sit down and talk to them because I'll give you an example. There's a drain down there by Edward Jones' office on the main highway right across right beside where Alan Sanford's place is, and that drain has been following.
I send that in weekly. I send that to.
Well,
Let them fix it first.
I know I've been trying to get pit stock in there for a year,
Okay,
and we ain't got them yet.
Okay.
okay, well, maybe they're gonna be here next month. Did somebody make a motion to table
We'll make a
it?
motion to table until we get a representative text dot to us.
I'll second.
We got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on that? All in favor of tabling it?
Who seconded it?
Thomas.
Thomas. Those opposed to tabling it? Okay, the motion is tabled. Okay. Item 4, discussion and possible action on request from the Silsbee Chamber be held on December 6, 2025.
Because I'll be honest with you, I don't think that whole thing's worth $1,000, period. You know, they bring some freaking plastic blocks down here and set it down. You can see it got
Last year,
so.
last year you gave them $4,000 for it,
That's ridiculous.
and this year they only asking for $1,000.
Yeah, just probably, they got ripped off, and they did charge a lot less for fees, man. I love our festivals and stuff downtown, but the ice skating, it's not ice skating, they're literally skating on plastic blocks, man, that are put together. And call it what it is, you know, don't call it ice skating though.
Okay,
Not to approve.
do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second?
No.
Is there any discussion on it?
And what was the purpose of everything? They trying to go.
To help pay for the, ice skating event that the Chambers puts on at the Rudisell Pavilion.
During the Christmas and the pine, Mr. Marvel, am I right? Is it during the Christmas and the?
Yeah, so they started a couple years ago. It's part of the Christmas and the Big Ticket.
Yeah.
It's just an event that the chamber puts on inside that.
Great, okay.
Yeah.
So basically they bring it, they call it ice skating, but it's, they bring in, it's cheap, man. I guess it's not ice skating.
And you said we've been donating to that?
We did last year. They asked us for $4,000 and something last year. We gave them $4,000 something out of hotel motel tax funds.
Really?
So this year, and they only, I guess it was a different lady, maybe they didn't know how much they asked for last year. This year,
Or maybe, you know what,
They asked me for
that's not till, I'm fine with tabling it and finding out if it's really gonna be ice skating or not, but if it's gonna be the same.
I mean, they call it an ice skating event,
Yeah.
whatever they had last year.
I would,
Been it for 3 years. The first year they had Apache with paid for the whole thing. And I believe one of those companies still does give them a sum of money. Don't hold me to that, but the city has helped out the last few years.
There's a reason Apache stopped paying for it, I'll tell you that.
It's one of them. I can't remember.
Yeah, last
Thank
year,
you.
yeah, we decided to use hotel motel tax funds.
I did go to it, there's a bunch of little kids out there.
Is it worth
Okay,
$1,000
so
though? Like-
Kurt made a motion to
We have,
not approve, and Thomas seconded.
Well, you said you're gonna withdraw it to get somebody
I'm
in.
saying how it's gonna work, and and make sure we're getting the bang for
I
our
would draw
buck here.
I would draw my second.
Okay. I'd say we table it until we can have someone from the chamber come speak and tell it.
Okay,
Okay, well, the only reason they didn't, they're probably gonna say they didn't get asked to, is because they came last year and presented it, and council told them they would give it to them out of tourism funds. And so I just assumed y'all gave it to them last year for the same type of event. You gave
I think it's
4,000 last year, you'd be willing to entertain
If they're
1,000
asking the
this year.
city for the money, I think it's a good idea to have some
Okay.
representation there.
All right.
That's
I'll
just
have-
talking crazy, but.
That's not the reason why. Right now, they're in new management.
God, yeah, I'm sure there's, yeah, no doubt.
They probably didn't know that,
Yeah.
I don't know if they even knew if it was on.
I bet they didn't, I'll be honest, yeah. Yeah.
okay, all right, we have a motion to table this. All those in favor of tabling it, say aye. Those opposed to tabling it? Okay, then they're gonna table, we're gonna table this until, we can get them down here to talk to us about it. Okay. Item 5, discussion and possible action on ordinance number 25-12, an ordinance amending the code of ordinances of the city of Silsbee, Texas to expand side yard setbacks. And the city manager, can you tell us about that? Give us your recommendation.
Well, currently you have the 5-foot setbacks only in R1. And we've been having a few issues of people in R2, R3, and mobile home saying that they don't have to comply because it's just in R1. So the fire marshal says that 5 foot is too close together. So we want them all to be the 7 foot.
So hang on real quick, so right now somewhere if it's, okay, when did that change? Did the fire marshal just say, oh, I'm gonna change this?
No, about, I don't know, what, 2 or 3 years ago, it got brought before the council with the building inspector and the fire marshal, and the city did a resolution and amended it to go from 5 foot to 7 foot because of the danger of fire.
Okay, so it was,
But you only did R1. And so now all your other zones are building them 5 foot apart. Keep in mind, you have an eave hanging off the house too. and
so
that
why would we
brings you
do
even
that? The
closer.
ordinance changed, the law changed, or they presented, why would you only do one? I'm here, there now, I'm just curious, that's weird.
Because he only asked me to do R1, like they brought it to me and said, we need to change the R1 setbacks to 5 foot. And I didn't know, I mean, I just,
7 foot. you said.
to 7 foot, yeah. So I've changed the R1 setbacks to 7 foot. I mean,
Why anyway, I'll be honest with you, Solomon, like, that doesn't make sense to me, why it would be 7 feet in one zone and freaking 5 feet in another.
Here's our chance to fix it.
Well, that's why we're trying to fix it to make it all
Sure,
seven,
I get it.
because
Well-
the fire marshal says the other zones are too close together
Could
and they
you-
could burn.
Could y'all help me a little bit? Can you tell me where the spots that's,
We had people come to us wanting to do it at 5 foot, and we told them no. And they
Everybody-
brought it to our
everybody-
attention that these zones don't say that they can't do
everybody
5
that's been
foot.
to y'all on that, has been in the R1 area. Show me some other locations that they did that from.
Thomas, we just had one a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
Where?
Remember the,
Where?
Jorgensen guy, the Noah Jorgensen? And he's fixing to build something in
Where was that
it
at?
only has the 7
What-
foot
what
in the
location was
R1,
that?
so we're trying to fix it.
Was that a residential area?
R1 is.
What's that right
Well, I can help you with that. You've only got one lot in the city of Seal because it's R2 and it's already got a duplex on it. Now, so we're talking about R3, you're talking about from Fifth Street to Prince Hall Villa, from MLK to 327 for the most part. If you'll go get that zone.
mobile home, and I don't know where.
But I don't disagree with the premise of it. If it was necessary in R1, it should be equally necessary in R2 and 3.
Yeah.
So we can hear what you're saying,
Where was, on what now?
what you were just commenting on, because.
Well, Silas didn't left the other R1. I wish y'all would go from the eve
It's
to the
just
property line, 7 foot, where I like y'all to do, but you can't do that tonight.
But they do that setback when they pull the farms. They do it when the farm boards
Well, they going to.
And it makes sense. If you got a 2 foot overhang here and a 2 foot overhang here, that 5 didn't leave a 1 in the middle.
Exactly.
They got real close together.
Yes.
It's what's original complaint on the R1.
I'm not saying I'm not saying you were wrong by increasing it.
I might that might need to be corrected, but I think it's supposed to be 5 from the eve.
No, it's
Not how I
Yeah,
understand
but
it.
that ain't how it reads. You're right, Bruce.
Huh?
It's from the wall and the eve don't count.
Well, you can either, you reach in
Because they
between
don't
the
consider
furthest point.
the
We
eve
had to,
from the
the form board gotta be 9 foot deep.
Well, I think the main house is 7, but then the eaves get within 3 foot.
So
I
we
need-
No, well, we was supposed to be doing it first, was making sure that was 5 foot in between both eaves and
That's what he's saying.
5.
That's what he's saying, but I
Yeah.
don't think they measure it that way.
Okay.
No, they don't. They go
No.
the way Bruce says.
But that's because we allow
I
that.
think I just need to
Hey,
approve
right.
this
I
tonight.
was gonna say,
We can go back and.
Well,
you
you ain't made me worry trying to tell them, y'all might try to vote me,
Well,
cause
that one guy.
y'all can't call
we had
one
to
mobile
let him-
home that you can tell me that's got a problem with that setback.
Well, I think if it's
It's
gonna be
gonna
one in
But
one
what's
area,
his
it's gotta
motion
be
as
that
far
kind
as
of
prevent
yard.
a future
That's my
problem?
opinion. So, there's no reason not for it to be standard citywide in all areas.
Well,
It's
this
gonna be
guy
one in one area, it's gotta be that
challenged
other.
Thomas on his permit and we had to let him have it at the 5 foot. That's how it
No,
reads.
you didn't let him have it, that's what the rule said.
Right.
Exactly. So we're trying to fix it where the next person can't do that.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
For danger.
Probably needs to be fixed.
Safety.
I think it probably needs to be fixed.
I make a motion that we approve that change, setback for 5 feet to 7 feet.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Now, you talking about size, 5 to 7 on the side?
Yes.
Right now, they're 5 feet apart.
Alright,
Tell about from the wall, from the
A
slab.
form board.
okay.
We can go back and readdress that later, but at least get standard across the board so that can't happen.
Yeah, from now on, all 1, 2, and 3 gonna move all at the same time.
No,
Now, or it's or 1, 2, 3, and it's mobile home.
Mhm.
And mobile home.
yeah.
All of it gonna be on one
Well,
accord.
Okay,
Nay, I'm voting
all in favor, opposed?
Nay,
3 mobile homes the same, isn't it?
Should be basically. the
no.
same.
The what now?
No, you have some
No,
mobile-
we
No,
actually.
you got,
no, mobile home.
you got a
Well,
mobile
it
home
would if you
district,
had
and
a, if you.
you
put a
haven't had
roof
that
over it
problem.
with an eave.
you haven't had that problem.
It would if somebody built one no and put a roof over it
You
with
ain't,
eaves.
you ain't never had that problem. Show me one. I'm against it.
Okay,
No.
Well, we live
I-
back together.
I know that I'm not against it, or I think we need to make it where it makes sense for everybody.
Well, I'm okay to make sense where it means make sense at,
But
you know?
we do have a part of our town where we got 25 foot long.
I got a lot of property in mobile home areas, and I'm just telling you, I mean, I hadn't seen that being an issue with mobile homes. I have seen it an issue with housing, and I can't go along with it.
Okay,
I had never seen a mobile home that close together anyway,
Well, why you put it in there?
Just needs to be standard.
just in case they decide to squeeze it in there like that.
all right.
All right, make sure you know I'm against it.
Okay,
For the mobile home purposes only.
I got it.
Why I would have been.
item 6.
Where's that right, man?
Discussion and possible action on approving the investment policy for year 2025 and 2026.
And it's the
City
same
manager,
investment policy you already had. It's just each year, the Public Fund Investment Act requires you to, issue a new one. And then I added CDs to it as well. And then I added all your, local banks, just in case one of them offers a good CD or some kind of treasury bill or something, that I would be able to go get it and make interest, the best interest for the taxpayers' dollars. And I didn't change anything other than that. Every October, you do one. It just basically tells you where we can and can't, or where I can and can't invest money at. And then I added your local banks, like I said, in case one of them offers a good CD or something that I can get a good interest rate on.
Shut them.
Okay. Do we need to vote on that or anything?
Yes,
to
sir.
approve it.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I make a motion, we approve it.
Do we have a second? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay, item 9, discussion about items not on the agenda specifically limited to proposals that are subject to be placed on the agenda for a subject.
For Longley, it comes up November the 4th. That's the date we take over the lift station.
Okay.
So what kind of agreement, they need agreement or anything, or vote on it next council meeting?
No, you just need to accept the, yeah. So you know how to
I think
do
y'all
that.
already did. There was an agreement drawn up in the beginning, so when it's over with, y'all just have to start settling the
So they don't need
liability.
to,
and it's
there's other
ours
action,
to
they,
maintain.
there's another action they need to take then. We just take it over November 4th.
You have to accept.
So we'll do an agenda item to accept the subdivision. So I'll have to get with Mr. Brown. You know, a certain time period, and so now I want to dedicate the streets to the city, and the city will maintain the streets and take care of them from now on and name it as a city street, and it'll go on the map as city streets.
Roger. Just a
And
curiosity.
Roger's going to get that electric bill for the people when they pull that
But his
meter,
agreement,
when he quits paying the bill. You
y'all
go
know,
get a
that
vote.
6 months is expired.
Roger. That thing is up to
It's
par.
been running fine since then, since we
Okay, I
got
know.
law adjusted.
And I'm not criticizing, I'm just curious.
It's good. It's good.
Are we
Okay,
gonna name that street Bruce K Street?
I appreciate all your hard work. I appreciate it.
Hey, wait, y'all don't jinx it. We got 2 more weeks.
Well, we know who to come at.
Okay, I have that. Is that it?
I'll make a motion with during the meeting.
Here, here.
Kind of going.
Now, we have to use the executive session to
I don't have anything for you, so.
finish the agenda here.
yeah, I just asked it, well, go, I didn't have anybody's comment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't hear anybody
But
comment.
we haven't, since last, we haven't heard anything from Tim.
I thought I did anyway. All right. We have a motion to adjourn the meeting. Do we have a second? There's one